Your workshop. Tonight, we offer an original piece by Joseph List titled Story in Dogtown Common, based partly upon historical evidence and partly on the accepted folklore of Cape Ann, Massachusetts. Although the characters are entirely fictitious, much of the folklore that makes up the body of the story is still believed by many inhabitants of the towns along the Massachusetts coastline. This is the author's first radio play. We hear now Story in Dogtown Common by Joseph List.
Once upon a time, and many years ago, there lived a town. Scots, Swedes, Finns, and Slavs, together with Englishmen, banded themselves on the Cape of Queen Anne and called themselves Yankees. With hope for peace and property, with hate for the splintered yoke on blue, bruised backs, free of the snooping elders of the Massachusetts Bay and the ledgers of an imperial counting house, they built their city of huts. Low, one-storied affairs, sitting on small cellars of talus granite, hewn of quarries, now left yawning. Men of hard will and work-chopped hands, women too soon grown old, peopling rapidly a new generation. Wise kids spitting the pits of berries that never satisfied the emptiness of hunger. These were the freemen that inhabited Dogtown Common. Farming? Hardly. Who could till a hill that a glacier once had plowed? Plant a crop in a terminal moraine? Stuff a seed under a boulder? Good soil to level cow dung on. Let the cedars grow. They're pretty enough. Occupation, did you say? Fishing. At first, just in the harbor for pollock and cod. But a man must make a living, not eat fish. So they risked the run to George's banks in the ghost-gray fog of Novi, fog like a white hag's hair that covered a sail and a prow, to a common denominator of nothingness. Fish to the market? Sometimes, but as often not, because when the fog is hungry, it swallows the crushed planks of head-on prows, feeding the gourmand brine with twine-twisted nets and raw flesh, bones of men and ribs of trawlers. The fish back to the sea. The ship? Well, if you're keen to mark its place, you'll see a buoy bob a Humpty-Dumpty out in the fog, fit memorial for foolish men who work to eat, to live. And those that returned, but for the grace of God's angry waters, saw their women pin-topped on Pigeon Hill, with stony patience, their children clinging to hills of their skirts. They waited like miners' wives, furtive eyes, seeking not how many gone, but who's the living. Ships in, filling the harbor with bellyful bottoms bursting with mackerel and cod. And the market? Good. 3 cents a pound. The law of supply and demand, don't you know? Less boats, less fish, less lives. Price for what? Less men, more wives. But who's to pay for all of this? Send your statement to the dogs. They're the menfolk now, protectors of the city of huts. And with a couple of wars thrown in, the city of dogs, Dogtown Common. But even dogs can't eat a cedar, a boulder, and a blueberry briar. So the place is real pretty now. No dogs, no empty-bellied kids to eat the taxes of good citizens, no empty-souled women to embarrass the righteous of Annisquam. No, not even a house all in one piece. Just picturesque chasms, once cellars. It sure is pretty now for visitors. Nice place for berry picking and taking a girl and painting a picture. The stunted cedars? Sure. I said they're pretty. Pretty black foxtails by night. Good place, they say, for witches to hide behind. Bayonets prickling the sky. Sentinels of Cape Ann. Good to tell stories by. Look over there. Fine couple of berry pickers. Nothing but a pair of kissing bugs. How does your hands-hugging Molly find time for the berries, George? Oh, he's a fast picker.
Yeah, a good one, eh, Molly?
George and I got the can brimful.
Look at Molly's face. Strawberry blush.
Don't let them tease, Molly.
Then show us the can. Brimful now, no bottom packed with peat. Make them show us the can.
We ate some.
Oh, poor fare to satisfy love hunger. You expect us to believe that, huh?
Believe what joys you to believe, Thomas Higgins. But George and I were only looking at the sea-purple sunset. Look for yourself. Pretty?
I've seen it 1,000,000 times. Come on, Tom. Time to pack the nets and ship for Novi. Coming, George?
I'll be along.
We'll wait. We'll let you go if you've a mind to. But take heed, George Reed. You'll have a wife to wait ere the moon's in bed. It's a trick of the witch, they say, on Dogtown Common. Come on. Come, Thomas.
Mad? Mad at me, Molly?
You promised not to tell, George, and you joked about it like the others. Your remarks unsacred, so offhand.
Oh, darling, the laugh in your eye. Look, you're losing it. The laugh, it's gone. Closer. You're cold. Let me cover you. What did I say to line your face?
You pick 'em good. So free and easy you spout it. Were you choosing a new fishing dory, you'd be more glorious about it.
Only talk, Molly. You were the one to give it away. But what have we to hide? Our love's nothing prim and sacred. It's real. Real. Like a touch of freshness in the quarry pool. Tell me you'll marry me, I'll ring the bell down Squam Way and holler it clear from Halibut Point to Gloucestertown, to the reef of Norman's Woe.
No, George, wait. Time to let others share it. Let me be selfish a while.
Why? What's to gain by it? Silas knows, and with his damn glib tongue, he'll have the whole Cape cackling we're man and wife already, and we'll not be the wiser.
I lied, George. It wasn't that. I'll be the first to tell when it's done to tell. I'll be the happiest.
Molly, your eyes are fogging up. They gape. They don't see. Molly, look at me.
It's nothing, it's light. Only light. For moments I see nothing. Not you, George. Your face, your hands, your hair turns to mist of your breath. You're not here. Only light.
I'm here? Oh, kiss me. No. Am I? Come on, it's getting black as pitch in a hole. The moon's letting down on its job.
When you talk, the white air rising from the peat is one with the mist of your breath. What is it, George? What does it mean?
Well, it means it's damp. Oh, let's get down from here. Kids say it's a place for the creep of the willies. Can't say as I blame them. God, it's damp. Come on, there's fun in town tonight before I sail. Not on Dogtown Common without a moon.
Please, George, don't sail. Not this night.
Silly. I've got to. I haven't skipped a sail in 1,000 tides, and I won't skip one now.
But just this night.
Come on, let's go. Take the short way. Down in the town, we'll tell them about us.
No, George, don't tell them. Not now. A premonition. A woman's right to feel, not to know. To keep happy things secret until they're realized.
Oh, silly. Clean black tonight. No fog and easy fishing. Mind the briars.
What was that?
A dog.
Here in these rocks? These bald-eaten hills, a dog? He'll starve. Find him, George.
Oh, come on. He won't starve. That's Ma Hester's hound, baying at the last moon before he blinded. Mange-eating mongrel. Crying at gone, unhappy years like his mistress. Why doesn't she leave these hills, live in town, and stop playing the witch?
She's not a witch, George. I know her well. A righteous woman as any in Annisquam.
Oh, I say she plays the witch.
Oh, reading a cup of ground for a penny doesn't make a witch. Seamen see tomorrow's weather. She tomorrow's fate.
Old hag stuff. Look down to town. Firefly light. See it running to the dock? Way off? Men and lanterns. They're putting out for Novi. And a northwest wind, fresh and steady. They'll be blowing up the sails. They'll be shoving off with the men working and singing. The Gloucester Maid, my ship. God, she's a trim-looking brig.
George, don't go. Not this night.
Oh, silly. I've got to. The sea is my work. It's part of me.
I'm afraid.
Well, what's to fear? That hoary hound, he's no harm. No sight but a gone moon. No senses spared to sense a living thing.
A living thing? Oh!
Molly! Molly, wait! Don't run! Molly! Wait! Darling, you're hurt. Why did you run? What's to fear?
Wait on this hill of shadow. Oh, my leg. Help me rise my leg.
Oh, lie still, quietly. Let me see. Demon dog.
George, not the dog. The night. The premonition of darkness and light. Don't go. Don't set to the wind, the sail. No, not this night. Stay with me.
Oh, silly. Ma Hester's kind of crystal gazing is gone with the ghosts of witches hung in Salem town. Fit for ancient hags and twine-torn minds. Not for the hope that's youth. Oh, let me see the wound. Come, I won't hurt none. Show it.
No pain.
God. It's raw bone deep, ripped with the rock. Mother in heaven. And yet, no blood. No blood.
The pain's gone from the wound to the pit of me. Strange. I feel it no more, only my head, a whirling whine grinding. Lift me, I can't walk.
Lean on me, Molly.
See, ahead there's a pin light red above the top dead cedar near the twisted naked one. That's her light, Mo Hester's house. Take me there. Knock again, George.
Hello! Open up! A woman's hurt. We need help. Open!
Watch him, George, now.
Get away, dog. Away or you'll be the first I've kicked. Hello! Open there!
Evening. What evil brings you to stir the quiet? What demon reason to turn to pandemonium the night? Quiet, Tuto, stop your yapping. That's a good dog.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank me for what? I need no thanks of folks from Squam Way.
Mo Hester.
Huh? Who calls my name? Heresy on the tongue of the clean. A name that makes the prim shudder and squirm. Who calls it?
I, Molly. Molly Mowry. Not from Squam, but the cold. You've read my cup of ground. Help me now, my leg, it's hurt.
Come in. There's welcome here for all fools lost in Dogtown. Wait. Who's the man that carries you?
George Reed. Fisher, to know.
Oh, a sea-ridden lout.
The man I'm troth to.
Well, don't stand looking foolish. In with you. Hurry, keep the night out. Well, don't gape at me. Your arms quiver holding her. Rest her on the bed there.
Mo Hester, don't let him go.
Huh? Who go where? Oh, you, George. Bubble a pot on the fire. There's a brook by the bog toward the whale's jaw. Fill the bucket off. Fill it clear.
Sure, I'll fill it. Fill it with tails of newts, hides of stillborn snake, and hair of mangered hound.
Don't laugh at me, fool. On your way.
Call your dog, for when I leave to go, he'll rile the quiet once again.
Go round the cowhouse. He sees no mortal man. His eyes are inward loomed in endless night.
George.
No fear, I'll soon return.
Still lie still. Rest and sleep the sleep of pounded peat. Sleep, sleep.
George.
Sleep. He'll return but once again, and then don't let him go. Your spirit flesh a sign. No blood, no pain, but half-filled lives cut clean in twain.
No, I must not sleep.
Rest, child. The wound will heal. Time will seal the open breach. Weeds will cover earth. Cellars of Dogtown. Sleep now. The morrow will bear the light. The light will bear the sign.
Not sleep. Sleep is death, I fear. I've seen the light. The light's the sign, you say? Oh, Hester. Light once to me was happy things. The cool bath on heavy morning eyes, the laughing tinsel sparkle. The freedom, the guide, the loveliness of gleaming. Why do I fear it now?
I'll read the cup. I'll stir the grinds. Settle now. Then pour the liquid o'er the fire. Darker now, but yet I see the mounds of grounds upon the cup left to tell a tale.
Hurry. George will soon return. Tell me, you see the meaning of the light?
Yes, I see it. Between the shadows by the hillocks formed, I see the light. A corpuscent, a holy light. Seamen see it in the night on rigs of ships, on heads of masts, a globule gleaming fire. See, it's left the blackness of the mast, down the side of sail, bobbing from buoy to buoy, to whites of waves, to sands of shore, reeling drunk, it bobs, it bobs, it bobs. It's in the village now. It leaves its sign from door to door to door. Women stare in restless sleep. Men are mangled in the deep, deep, deep.
No, stop it, not true, it can't be.
It's not my wish. It's in the cup of grounds the prophecy is told. The die is cast. No mortal man can change the past. Future's fate can yet be fought. Living life can yet be sought.
How, my Hester?
Molly.
Tell me.
Heed me, child. Cling to your love. Let not the sea take it.
You're mad. It's his life. He'll not give it up.
Your life too, Molly. A woman that's been loved and then lives alone lives in emptiness. Believe me.
His will is strong. You'll not listen.
He must see the destiny molded in the cup. Read it.
Yes. I see it. Plain. I see a white sail. A man's bleached bones. No, not a white sail. But a woman's wedding gown. George, come back!
Get away from that door. Don't open it, Molly. The storm.
George, don't go. Please, George. George, my darling, you're back.
Get in, Molly. Back. Out of the rain. Get in the house.
Oh, George, sweet George. Stay with me. Stay.
Molly, what's wrong with her, Hester? Face. It's death white.
Stay, George. Never set a sail to the wind again. Never. Never tempt the sea. Never leave me.
Stop it, I say. Hester, help me. Anger has left the wound to plow her mind with delirium. Help me.
Never go.
How
Never
would it
go.
use? See it. Heed her. She is not mad. She's seen a light. The corpus sanctum. The holy light that goes with death with those that go to sea. Here, take the cup. Read it. It's written clear.
The cup. Smash it and end its evil that turns sound minds to madness. Come, Molly. The storm is gone. Gone from the loveliness of your face as well. Gone. Quickly as it came. Come, leave unliving things behind.
So you've smashed the cursed cup. You've feared it. You think you changed your fate. Pray to your God. It's not too late.
Fate. What do you know of fate? Foolish old woman. I pity you. Come, Molly. Leave Dogtown. Leave the dead. Look, Molly. The moon's rising on the common. The cedars are pretty again. How clear the rain washed the night. Look. Straight across the Wingersheek, the white caps are like a fleet of merry sailboats popping in the bay. Ha, the sea is not always angry, Molly. You'll love it someday as I do. But here in town, dear, it's strange. It's so quiet. What is it, Molly?
Here, George. A bell. A bell of execration. The curse by bell, by book, by candlelight snuffed out. Hear it. The bell. The toll of the bell.
God. The black-robed priest's bell. Run to the beach.
Thou didst blow with thy wind, and the sea cover them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters.
See, George, he tolls the bell. Look, the empty dory on the sand. The dory of the Gloucester maid, empty of life.
Candles on its upturned hull. 60 of them. Out. And their women, grief-huddled.
They're widows, around the dory like a dark cloud. A helpless vapor moaning. Listen.
We saw a light, a corpus and a holy light, from door to door to door.
George!
Quiet.
Our Father who art in heaven, tell us, who died tonight? Our men once strong with work, our bodies numb with longing, our waiting for happiness that's hope. Tell us, bitterness is born. Help us.
Shall fall upon them. By the greatness of thine arm, they shall live.
Cold, George. Cold. Hold me. Never leave me.
I'm here, Molly. The sea is in my eyes no more. Pray it leaves my soul.
Days passed. The dory on the sand grew barnacles and rot. The men, too, were forgotten. Leaves filled empty wells. The river at Annisquam cut a new gully. The church was painted twice since they wed. And while ships still schooned to Novae, men unearthed a new industry. Rock. Rock that rumbled under wheels in cities. Rock that broke seas for safe harbors. Rock that made monuments for men. Monuments for heroes, not for those that work in quarries and tear it from the earth. Folks call men who fight the sea martyrs. The fellows that chop the rock, slaves. Slaves that lost their freedom, some for a woman's whim, some for a wage. But those that were born with soft in their hair found stone dust corrosive, sublimate. And as the years went by, Molly found it hard to live with George. Yes, she loved him all right. Money? No, not that.
You haven't touched your supper, George.
Molly, we work to eat, to live. Living is wrenched from the earth that's life. But pounding stone is not living. It's hate, brooding hate. 8 to 12, chop a rock and have a bite of lunch. Then chop again, till darkness shadows minds left free to brood, brooding to madness.
Darling, I know. Pete, don't shout. Live as you like, but live with me, not in a past of ships at sea.
The sea is gone. Gone, I said. I gave it up.
You haven't touched your supper, George.
Who are you, Molly? You, the woman I loved. Your name painted with sun on the side of my ship. You, my ship.
George, look at me. Don't stare through emptiness. Darling.
I see it. I see it now. Full laughing sails in the wind. The ship, the Gloucester maid.
George, where are you going?
It's in a rock. Firm in a rock. Chop it clear. Chop it clear.
George! George! Don't go! George!
That night the land was split with whiteness. His mind with a mania. The moon plowed a hoary path for George. Through half-lit trees of Dogtown, under the shadow of Pigeon Hill, down to where the quarry derricks lay, he came upon his rock. Tools gripped white in his hands. His body wedged close in the cleft he had dug. He cut into the work.
Chop it clear. Chop it clear. 8 to 12, chop a rock and have a bite of lunch. Then chop again. Chop. Chop it clear. Free, my ship. Free us. Mountain, free us from the rock. Stone is our slaver. Stone walls us from the sea. Set us free. Chop, chisel deep. Ah, there. That's it. Cut strong. Cut deep. Deep to the blood of the rock. Deep till it's free. Forgive me, Molly. I could have been kinder. My love stronger. I hope in living one. God, you were lovely. Sweet, straight, brave. Our love could have been greater, but could not be shared. Not with sea that its freedom. Split granite. Give way. Set us free. Free to the sea. Down, mountain, down. Father, forgive me.
aloft and glory. And every free man hid himself in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us, chop trees, down mountains! Come down, you mountains!
Thou didst blow with thy wind, the sea covered them. They sank as lead in the mighty waters.
We see a new light, a holy light. Man's rest is early, man's sleep is sweet, sweet as those who live by work. Pity the weak. Our men are strong. They've built the cities, turned the earth, sung the songs. And for that, theirs is the glory, theirs is the joy, theirs the freedom.
Forgive you? Yes, George, I forgive you. I saw but bleached bones. You, the living sea. You chose your own destiny and work. I, your death. George, sweet George, is the sea happy?
The Columbia Workshop in Common by Joseph List. Tonight's production was directed. Next week, the Workshop will present as offering an adaptation of a short story Mr. Cohen takes his most popular and most... The Columbia brought